Back away, back away. This area is unsafe for commoners.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
Hi guys, it's Jim Munro here with another video for you today. Today we're going to be doing a new series called the Flipside. And what that is where I take two games and I'll show you some of the gameplay from one, some of the gameplay from the other. And as the name suggests, one will be a game I like and one will be a game that I don't like. So the reason I decided to do this video is because one day I was on the PlayStation and I thought, you know what, I'm sick of playing the same couple of games. I'm going to go on the PlayStation Store, I'm going to see what's available and see whether I like any of the games or not. And the two games I picked up, which was the other day, was King's Quest and Doom. Right, let's kick off with the first game, which is King's Quest. So on the PlayStation Store, this is actually free. However, please note this is a multi-part game, so only the first chapter is free. After that, it's going to cost you £7.99 a chapter, and I believe you can get a discount by getting all chapters at once. And this is periodically released, and I believe the first two chapters are now released upon making this video.
Distress! Abandoned post!
Learn how to swim, boy.
The first thing I've got to say about this game, as you've seen from the two clips I've already shown you, is it's got an absolutely cracking sense of humour. And I've been playing this, my son's been watching it, and we've both been absolutely wetting ourselves at some of the things that have been said by the characters on the screen. So just for the pure humour aspect of it alone, it's worth picking up at least the free part of it. So to give a quick summary of what the game's about, basically it's a set of stories where you play Graham, who was a young noble fellow out to make a name for himself. He goes and does that, which is the first part of the story you'll play on the free mission. Each subsequent chapter after this is another point in his life which is memorable to him, and each part of this life is a story told to his granddaughter, presumably for some sort of purpose at the end of the game. This game has been done by Sierra Games, so for those of you who don't know, they're quite an old company. They've been around a long time and they've made cracking games. So obviously they've got a lot of money to burn, and they managed to get the voice talents of Christopher Lloyd, who is obviously out of Back to the Future. So you can say that the voice acting on this is second to none. It's also got a great storyline. It'll keep you engaged. The audio, whether it be the music or the actual voice acting, again, it's fantastic. And the first chapter is about, I would say, 2 hours, 3 hours in length. The first part of the chapter is very quick paced, very basic, and it introduces you to the game mechanics over that period of time. However, in the second part of the free chapter, chapter 1, the pacing does kind of get a bit slowed down because it's a lot more complicated, the things you have to do in order to proceed through the game. So just to be aware of that, but nonetheless the game is still fun regardless. Some of the puzzles on this game can be challenging, and I certainly wouldn't recommend it for young children. I mean, I have to admit at one point I was absolutely stuck and I thought, I don't know how to carry on, I can't proceed. So I went on YouTube and I looked up the answer just to get me going back on the story again. So some of it is difficult and it is challenging. Obviously, I think this game is great, and I went and paid £7.99 for the second chapter, and so I would highly recommend it. For me, it's easily a 7 out of 10. So moving on to the second game which I picked, which was Doom. Well, what can I say about Doom? I'd already looked at reviews about this game, and they were mixed, to say the least. I played the demo, I didn't want to fork out the money and then be disappointed, and I am glad I did that. So if you're on the fence about this game, get the demo. It's on the PlayStation Store. Get it, try it first before you even buy it. I don't know why I kept this bit of the video in. This is me changing the look on the settings because I'm a bit weird. I play with my vertical look inverted because I used to play flight simulators a long time ago and I've never changed since that time. So why didn't I like Doom? Well, the story was very minimal. The action was very repetitive. And I was just not stimulated. The only good thing I could actually say about the game is there were a few really good attack moves, especially with the melee attacks. But even after, I don't know, 5-10 minutes of playing the demo, it all seemed the same. The plot was non-existent. There was this bit that you see now at the beginning, but other than that, there was nothing really exciting about it. I was bored with the gameplay. I didn't feel like I needed any skills. I didn't need to take cover. I didn't need to... there was just nothing there. I couldn't... I was so frustrated. I wanted it to be such a good game. I played the original game back when it was first released on the PC, and that was fantastic at its time, and I expected this to be fantastic for its time. The graphics are great. Don't get me wrong, the graphics are great. I mean, you shoot somebody, they explode into pieces. You do a melee attack, you can put through a foot through their face. But that's it. I can't really say much more about it. I was bored. The sound's good. I'll give it that. I mean, you'd expect it to be for the AAA title it was supposed to be. I do know some people that did get the game, and they're no longer playing it. To be honest, they played it, they said, yeah, it was alright. They played it for a couple of weeks, and then they stopped playing it again. And that pretty much is summed up in the demo, I think. I think you'll find it amusing for a little while, and after that, you'll be bored. I'll give you a quick video clip of some of the gameplay so you can hear the sound. So there you are, that's Doom, and in a nutshell, it could have been great. It's probably good for switching off for a few minutes, but other than that, I'd leave it alone. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. If you liked what you've seen here today, please like, subscribe and comment. See you later guys.